Hi everyone, my name is Fletcher from PSX, and today I am giving you my review of DreamWorks Dragons Dawn of New Riders. This game was originally released on other platforms of February 2019, but it hit the Stadia store within the past couple of weeks. You can pick this up now for a total of £19.99 on the Stadia store today. I think it's fair for me to say that most movie tie-in games, with the exception of the LEGO games, tend to fall a bit short, usually between terrible or just bang average. Usually a lot of developers will put together a game as quickly as possible and rush it out so it hits the theatrical deadline. So, with this game relating to the third movie, I really did assume that this would be a quick gaming cash grab, or is that really the case? Dragons Dawn of New Riders is a top-down dungeon crawler that dials back its systems and difficulty. This enables the young gamers of the world to get into the genre without being over-encumbered with lots of menus and subsystems. The British developer Climax Studios have done a really good job with regards to the plot for this title. Instead of going down the usual route of copying the film's storyline word for word, they have made a brand new experience which slots in well between the second and third movie of the franchise. Instead of playing as Hiccups and Toothless, you play as Scribbles, a young man stuck with amnesia, and a dragon called Patches. Together, you go out to foil the plot of enslaving dragons and solve the mystery as to why your new winged friend ages so fast. It is a relatively simple plot, however, and it's not shoved down your throat. What you will do the majority of the time is actually battle and explore. It's a fantastic decision the developers have made, as young players won't want to sit through reams of text and unvoiced cutscenes. The best thing as well is that the developers have enabled it so you can skip all the text with a simple tap of the A button. It's a focus on simplicity from the developers, and it plays out well and gives you a 6-hour journey in return. In terms of gameplay, you can switch between Scribbles and Patches by pressing the L1 button. They each have their own unique abilities and work in unison when completing tasks. Scribbles is your primary melee character, which you can use a sword, an axe, a hammer, and a shield once you unlock them. There are only 2 buttons for combat, which are one for blocking and one for attacking, which yet again provides you with a great experience for younger players. Ranged attacks come from Patches, which enables him to hurl balls of ice at enemies. As the game progresses, you'll unlock other elemental abilities such as fire and electric. Both of these characters and their abilities can help with puzzles in and around the world map. For example, Scribbles can use his hammer to move big rocks, and Patches can use his ice ability to freeze water so you can then cross it. These are incredibly easy to understand and don't get too overcomplicated. With regards to leveling in this game, there are no XP bars. There's no skill trees, there's nothing like that at all in this game. The only way in which you level up at all is by armour and weapons and collecting resources in the world. You can open chests to get these resources or smash boxes, and once you've got all of these, you can trade them with other riders back at your base. The problem with this game that I came across was that it's just all top-down dungeon crawling. With a game based around dragons, you would expect to be able to fly a lot and have some sort of themed challenges or combat. Unfortunately, the only flying you do is actually only between locations, and that's just fast travelling and ultimately just feels a little bit tacked on. There are some other problems I did face during my playthrough. None were game breaking by any means, but they did start to get on my nerves. First of all, the lack of an aim system for Patches made firing elemental shots more difficult than I expected. I found myself not being able to use Patches at all due to the AI actually having a more precise aim, while I even struggled to hit a switch from 2 meters away. The issue as well with the AI is that they aren't just very clever at all. A lot of the time Patches would need reviving because he would simply walk in front of the enemies or simply not dodge any hits. It definitely becomes frustrating, especially during bigger boss fights and wasting needless potions on a character which could have just dodged out the way of a bullet. Despite being a licensed tie-in though, Dragons Dawn of New Riders is anything but a broken, half-baked money grab. It doesn't have brand new or even remarkable features, but it certainly nails its target market by being a fun and easy to pick up dungeon crawler. However, for fans of the movies and for those that are too young for Diablo, this is certainly a family friendly adventure that is worth picking up on Google Stadia. If you like this review and want more reviews on child friendly games on Stadia, do feel free to subscribe down below and like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.